you already know who is this. I am Carlos, the Colombian guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to speak about the recent updates, the recent news about the city of Medellin, Colombia, because 4 working groups they got arrested for crimes against foreigners and also Colombian citizens. Let's speak about this and let's jump in this new article. Las Barbies are sent to jail. The small group of women who seduced foreigners in Medellin to escape and rob them. The losses of the victims, both national and foreign, is 600 million pesos. 4 women were brought to trial in Medellin after being accused of allegedly seducing men to sell their belongings. According to the prosecutor's office, the alleged perpetrators contacted the victims through social media, inviting them to meetings in establishments in El Poblado, Laureles, and Belén, where after spending time together, they took them to their homes. In those places, they were victims of escaping, allowing them to steal money, bank accounts, and valuables. The investigation carried out by the authorities identified 23 victims, including citizens of Norway, Mexico, the United States, Australia, Germany, Russia, and Colombia, who were apparently deceived in 2 adult service meetings so that they would agree to the woman's demands. The amount of money stolen and the goods stolen is 600 million pesos, which has left the authorities alarmed by the magnitude of the case and the diversity of the victims involved. The women captured in operations carried out by the Seeing of the National Police were professionals say several charges related to the crime, including €1,000, $2,784, 5 cell phones, and 3 high-end watches, as well as bottles of scopolamine. The detainees were charged with the crimes of conspiracy to commit a crime and qualified theft, both aggravated offenses. Following the indictment, 3 women were sent to prison, while one of them, Sanchez Galindo, will remain under house arrest. The authorities continue the investigation to determine if there are more people involved in this type of crimes, while the victims are being assisted to recover their assets. The donation season in Colombia never ends, and this is a small proof that even you can be a Colombian born and raised in the country, but you also can fall in all of these traps. I've been saying for the longest that this is an old game, but now it's more easy for all these types, all these gangsters, to just focus in foreigners because it's being an easy word. Foreigners has making it seem like it's very easy to just grab them, and that's why they've been focused on them. For this beautiful woman that you see behind the screen, apparently, they look, when you see them, they look just, as regular girls, like they don't look. It's nothing bad on them. They're beautiful, they're cute, but they are a bad apple, inside of them. There is something bad, something damaged on them. And, when you are a foreigner, when you drinking, all of that, you don't see none of that on them. And this is the reason why all of these beautiful women, they take advantage of the beauty to get foreigners, to get Colombians, and to get anybody who look like it's going to be their big team. They don't have preference, but they've been shown that they rather foreigners because it's an easy job, like I've been saying. And, it's in majority of the case, they just can get weed, stuff like that, eyelashes and many other things, and you probably won't recognize them. A lot of brothers, they complain on social media saying like the women, especially in the United States, they like to wear weeds and stuff like that, but it's the same thing in Colombia. It's the same thing in Colombia. Now, majority of the young women in Colombia, that's what they like to wear. Wigs, eyelashes, all the things, and it's nothing bad on that. And I'm not here to talk about that, but this is a really bad thing, because if a woman gets you or something, if you gonna like sue her, go to the police or complain about that, you don't even know, if that's a real name. You don't even know if that's what she look like on real life, because a lot of these women, like I put it on the screen, you can see like all the weeds and stuff like that. So it's very hard for a lot of brothers to recognize all these girls. Like I say, when you come into Colombia, and I will never get tired of give the same advice, say the same thing. Please, you have to take care of your back. Even Colombians, every time I left my house, I felt like anything can happen to me, because when you are, especially me, I'm from the hood, I live in the hood, so anything can happen to me. So it doesn't mean because you are in a tourist area, you are with the tourists around, it's a really super rich area, it doesn't mean like nothing can happen to you. The government, the gangs and the working groups, they've been taking over the tourist area, unfortunately, in cities like Medellin, and they were taking over in the city of Cartagena. Thank God with the mayor, things are doing really better because he's trying to satisfy the community. But in this topic, I'm not talking about Cartagena. I'm just focused on Medellin, and I'm really glad that I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but if you do something, if you are guilty of something, you have to pay for it. I'm glad that they arrested these women, and now they're gonna face, time in jail. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Y'all know how the Colombian justice is, so I expect, they get something, fair for what they had done to all these people. 600 million pesos, they talking about almost 150 something, that 140 or $150,000 now, which is something like really big. It's a lot of money at the table. That's the reason why you see a lot of these girls, they're dressing very nice with the last iPhones, with gold chains, living good, having, a lose for their life. And sometimes, people been wondering, if she's doing well or stuff like that. They're doing very well. They're doing very well. And like I say, you never feel that coming to a woman. You never feel, like that the feeling like you have with a man, if you are with a strange man, you always need to be on alert. But with a woman, as a man that we are, because for you drinking and she's drinking, you are only thinking in one thing that, and you guys already know what it is. So you are not thinking like, she's gonna scot me, she's gonna do this, she's gonna do that. And the man is that, of course, I can be sure about this, that there is men, is a lot of people behind helping all these girls, but they're doing the easy job. The hardest work is getting done by the girls. It's getting done by the girls that in majority of the case, they are in a relationship with some guys, with some members, the group or the gangs, all of that. But that's where the real threat is coming for a lot of foreigners. Majority of the case, that unfortunately a lot of brothers, they just thinking in coming to Colombia, have fun, with the girl, have an amazing time, an amazing weekend, an amazing month with a nice, beautiful girl, and they are never thinking if that's girl that is gonna be the nightmare for you, fellas. So please do a favor to yourself. Do a favor to yourself where you are in Colombia, and always, no matter the situation that you are, always trying to use your common sense, because you are in Colombia and you never know when things are going to change. Like I say, this is because I feel like sometimes, brothers don't believe when I said that Colombians, they fell on this trap too. Anybody can fall into it. Anybody can fall into it. I remember before they used to escort people in the houses. They throw, a piece of material on the houses and make everybody sleep, and the ties, they can come into the house and clean the house, clean it up. When you get up, you were like sleeping on the floor. No, I'm joking, but some of the cases, it was really bad. I experienced, well, not myself, but I had seen like 10 kids that ties been escaping people in the hood. Sometimes, you probably behind the screen be asking yourself, like, people in the hood, how they gonna rob somebody in the, they will, because you have something good that probably is going to be valuable for them, and they will do that. So, like I say, sometimes people, they don't see that. They don't see the threat. A lot of people in my hood, they've been getting scoped through things on the wall, holes in the walls, that they throw the thing inside. They had the opportunity to cover that thing on the wall for a while, but they didn't. So they take advantage of that. So the sample that I wanted to give you guys is like, if you are in town and if you give them these people, if you are giving them, the opportunities to take advantage, they will. No matter what, because you are not the family. They don't know you. They don't care about you. They are like they do care about you, but they don't. They don't, and their main concern is get the money and help the family, do what they got to do with the money. But the last thing that they're thinking about is how you gonna feel. So that's the main reason why you, as you say, you always have to put yourself first, and you have to protect and care about yourself, fellas. Thank you so much. Thanks for everything. This was Carlos, the Colombian guy. Now, see you soon, guys, on the next video.